Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Now trackies, I'm just going to touch on some news about our Sunshine Girls, performing in the Netball World Cup. Sadly, they lost out to Australia in the semifinals 54-57. Now the scores each quarter read 14-14, 15-15, 11-13, and of course 14-15 to give Australia the win. Now trackies, I have to tell you that this was such a nail-biting game. I was so nervous that during the third set, I literally locked off my stream. I was like, okay, I can't take it anymore. I feel like I'm about to explode. So, I had to stop watching. But, I still have love for our girls. And, of course, I still support them 100%. It's just that the passion is so real that, when they're in such a nail-biting situation, I honestly, lose my nerve. And, yeah, I lost my nerve. And I had to close my stream down. But still, seeing the outcome, I'm still very proud of our girls. They do have the opportunity now to, win a bronze medal, and they'll be facing against New Zealand, which they did defeat before to make it into the semifinals. So let's see how that game goes. Personally, I believe Jamaica does have the measure of New Zealand. When I think back to last year, I was thinking about the Commonwealth Games, and out of that championships, the only thought process I had was, clearly at this point Australia is number one in my mind, and Jamaica looks squarely around number two-ish. And I remember thinking to myself at the time, as long as Jamaica doesn't face Australia in the semifinals, then we could possibly make it to the finals. And then if they're in the finals, of course it's a dogfight for the win kind of thing. And watching the rounds, I said to myself, well, how they do the rankings, obviously they were fated to meet Australia in the semifinals. And it was just a tough draw. And for me personally, I believe that these two teams should have actually made it into the finals before they met. But it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm still proud of our girls, and of course I'll still be cheering them on, when they head into that bronze medal match face off against New Zealand. Anyway, trackies, y'all tell me what you think in the comment section below. Were you able to hold your nerve through the whole match and watch every nail-biting second? Sound off in the comment section. Yes, I'm a wimp. Don't tell me in the comment section. I get it. All right. Now moving on to some more information, and we are back to track and field. Now the CITIOS meeting in Bern, Switzerland went down, and we had some magnificent Jamaican performances coming out of this meet. Now the first one that I want to highlight is one that Stephen Francis himself, spoke about, that they would have a breakout hurdler this year. And I peeped, that Amoi Brown was doing some fantastic things in the women's 100-meter hurdles. And you know what? As it gets closer and closer to the World Championships, we're seeing, faster and faster times from her. Now, don't get me wrong, she won't be participating in the World Championships, but she's definitely one to look out for come 2024. And of course, next year is the Olympic year. Now, with that said, Amoi Brown first shattered her personal best in the heat, running 12.59 seconds to qualify with the second fastest time heading into the finals. With the fastest time heading in was the Taji Kambunji, that's Munjinga Kambunji's sister. So she was heading into the finals with the fastest time, and running such a fast time, she snatched the meeting record out of Amoi Brown's hand, and also a national record, for the Taji Kambunji. So it was definitely going to be an exciting race going into the finals, and it did not disappoint. Now, taking the win was the Taji Kambunji, running 12.47 seconds, a new meeting record, and of course a new national record. And of course, Amoi Brown right behind her, running a new personal best of 12.51 seconds to take second place. And Pia Skywatchkia from Poland was third, running 12.59 seconds for a season best run. So track is that 12.5 run from Amoi Brown is a definite solid run. And again, holding true to Stephen Francis saying, they have a breakout hurdler this year, and Amoi Brown is that breakout hurdler. She's proving Stephen right, and I'm dying to see, what she does in the next season. But with that said, let's continue with some more updates happening from this meet. And of course, this is the Citius meeting. We had Rasheen McDonald also taking part in the men's 400 meters, and he placed second in his heat, running 45.07 seconds. Now, taking the win from Nigeria was Emmanuel Bamidele, running 44.79 seconds. And in third place was Colin Bosang from Botswana. He ran 45.18 seconds. Now, in that race, you could clearly see Rasheen McDonald's form breaking towards the end of the race, but this was still a very solid run from Rasheen McDonald. And again, showing, very good consistency this season in and around that sub 45 second range. Now, moving on to some more updates. We also had Tyler Mason and Orlando Bennett line up in the men's 110 meter hurdles. And again, it was a ding-dong battle between them both. Tyler Mason coming up with the win, running 13.22 seconds. Orlando Bennett in second, 13.27 seconds. And Auriel Manga from France ran 13.49 seconds for third place. No, Tyler Mason, has definitely been getting the better of Orlando Bennett. And the one time he didn't get the better of him was when it mattered most, and that was at the Jamaican trials. But again, it's a good look for him, and hopefully leading into next season, again, the Olympic year, he'll have better fortunes then. Now, taking a look at the last event that had Jamaican participation, the men's 200 meters, Julian Ford lined up in this one. Now, he placed third, running a time of 20.53 seconds. Taking the win was Jeff Rees from Switzerland, running 20.38 seconds. And in second place from Uganda was Gracious Aragot, running 20.42 seconds. Now, with that said, track is sound off in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Do not tell me that I'm a wimp, okay? I don't want to hear that. Tell me your thoughts about the Sunshine Girls, and of course, let me know what you think about the recent performances of our Jamaican athletes. Amoi Brown getting faster and faster. What are your thoughts? Is she one to look out for, next season when we're talking about the Olympics games? Sound off. Like the video and of course subscribe. I'll catch you in a next one.